Yes.
There you go. All right, how you doing this afternoon?
Well, I'm okay. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Excited to be speaking with you about everything that's going on in the city. People are facing or getting ready to face, this impact of SNAP benefits, just being taken away. And I went and looked up some numbers. I didn't realize there's 720,000 people in the DFW that are receiving SNAP benefits. About 3.5 million people in Texas, including almost 2 million kids. That's a lot of people.
Amen. That is a lot of people. You're absolutely right. Thanks, number one, for doing the research. Today I've spent time at Minnie's where we invited some of the families to tell their stories. Mm-hmm. The most amazing thing that I think I got out of it was the amount of money that they are getting from SNAP. Like one lady has a child with disability. She's only receiving $24 a month, but she's standing in front of me crying because that $24 is the difference between her having to ask one of her family members for something. And she's like, I'm already borrowing money, and people are tired of me asking. I'm barely making ends meet. And then I met a lady named Amber with 5 children that works. She said, and when I get off my normal job, I Uber. And she said, I have 3 kids with disability. How am I going to be able to take care of them? And I heard stories for the last 2 hours today, just person after person who says, I'm afraid. And I saw some of the senior citizens crying and saying to me, if I don't get the food, I won't be able to get my medicine. I have lupus. It's frightening, my friend. These are unprecedented times. I have never experienced it in the 2 decades that I have served this community in feeding the hungry. I've never experienced the fear and the concern that I've seen with the families that I've seen in a long time. Generally, there's one thing that we're facing.
Right.
For instance, we had the COVID pandemic, or the government shut down in 2019. But now you have government employees calling saying, they're making me work. I don't even get a check, so I don't have gas money to even get to work. I don't get a check, so I don't have money to pay daycare for my 4 kids. I don't have a check, so I can't get food. But they're making me work. And now I can't even apply for government benefits because there is no government benefits.
That is crazy. And I think people don't think about the snowball effect that SNAP benefits has because they are providing those extra resources for people to get their basic necessities. But now you have to think about all these other factors and things that you need daily to be able to survive. So your pantry already, fills that gap, especially when it comes to people that are living, maybe in food deserts or that are just dealing with things economically. So now, how will your pantry be able to meet the demand of people that are dealing with what's happening with SNAP?
Yeah, I just did a walkthrough with my staff and one of the news crews here, and we already have empty shelves because we're getting new families every single week. But now that they made this decision that they won't do SNAP, it's a clarion call, and it's a voice. I have to have a voice like I've never had before that says, will you help me feed the community?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a lot. It's just for each one of us to say, I don't have a lot, but I'm going to give. We've served the community for 17 years, and I've just been asking people, will you give $17 to help us feed? I'm not even asking for a lot of money. I'm just asking people, just give something. $17 can provide a meal for the families that we serve at Minnie's Food Pantry. And let's not even talk about, this meeting that I had today, we were all talking, and the lady said, y'all keep talking about Thanksgiving. That's one day. She said, but on November 1st, we won't have anything for the entire month.
Right.
And can you imagine that? Sister, I have never, ever seen fear and tears in one room like I saw this morning. My heart was so heavy.
Yeah.
And I just pray that, this isn't about politics. It's literally about people.
Right.
And people have to wake up and say, we've got to make sure that our brother gets fed today.
Mm-hmm.
We have a slogan that says, if you can't feed 100 people, feed just one. We got to make sure that those one people every meal gets fed. This isn't a one-off for Minnie's Food Pantry. I'm not doing a pop-up today to feed some people. We do this every day. And and so we just need the community to help us continue to do it. My staff told me that we don't even have one box of cereal. Not one box of cereal on our property.
Wow.
And I just stood there in that interview and cried. Not even one box of cereal.
And you know, with the first of the month, you know, we're dealing with factors like housing costs. You know, people don't even have cars, transportation to be able to get to the pantry, and all of these things just play into food insecurity. So, what role do you feel like right now, community partnerships, local businesses could play in just kind of easing that strain that SNAP recipients are facing?
So the one thing that most people can do is just take on something. I just said that we don't have one box of cereal. Maybe you and your colleagues get together and you bring a box of cereal tomorrow and you get it to Minnie's Food Pantry. You know, we have an Amazon wish list. They can go online and buy cereal. It's whatever that they have that they can do, then do it online. We have an Amazon wish list. They can donate online. But my challenge is if you're working, then have people come and help you, and you do a food drive for Minnie's. Cereal is most needed. Macaroni and cheese. We don't have a box of macaroni and cheese. I mean, we're giving until we won't be able to give out anymore, but at least we're giving. You know, this is a season of Thanksgiving, and we got the government saying we're not giving you anything.
Which is crazy.
We got veterans. November 11th is Veterans Day. You have veterans that won't be having a meal and they chose to serve us. This is just, it's unbelievable. I can't believe I'm having this interview and saying these words are coming out of my mouth, but it's real. And it's the United States of America. So whatever people can do, just go to minniesfoodpantry.org and do it, or come in and share a smile with my team and tell us you got us.
Amen.
In a nutshell.
And, you know, that leads me to ask, because I was just wondering, like, in the midst of all of this, this chaos and all the weight that we're feeling, is there anything that gives you just a little piece of hope when you look at how DFW?
That's the only thing I can tell you that gives me hope, because we are not funded by the government. Every time I've cried and told people what the state of hunger is in our community, they have rose to the occasion. And so with that, I find comfort in knowing that the more people hear my voice, the more people will say, let me help this young lady feed our community. And they do it. Whether they give me $1, $100, $10, every little bit coming together buys that one box of cereal, puts macaroni and cheese, helps me feed our veterans, helps me feed our homeless. It helps. So I'm just praying that when they hear this, they'll give their little, because little becomes much when we all do it together.
Amen. And I know we're going to put our best foot forward to help you out, too, especially up here at the Beat. And thank you for even just shedding some light on, you know, this is bigger than just politics right now, because that's pretty much what got us in this situation. So we're leaning on the community more than anybody right now. Like, that's just what it is.
We are. I appreciate that. That's so true. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And just one more time, for people that can that want to come in, give us the address to Minnie's Food Pantry, and we can just come and drop off food, right?
Absolutely. That is 671 18th Street, Plano, Texas. But you can go on our website. We make it easy. You can go to Amazon and hit our wish list and just pick a box of cereal, pick something you want to give. And that's minniesfoodpantry.org. And then Amazon drops it off at our front door.
Perfect. I'm going to do that today. Thank you so much, Dr. Sherilyn. Know that you are in our prayers, and we just appreciate you for all the work that you've been doing, not just right now, but every day. And for the past, what you said, 17 years?
17 years.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's a blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm blessed. All right. Have a good day.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Dang. That is tough, yo. That is heavy. All right, so I'm going to be playing that today. In a little while, I'm in the mix right now. I'm going to give away some Mavericks tickets, and later today, hopefully I can get some people on the air to talk about just if they are experiencing what's going on with SNAP benefits, and hear some of these stories so people know how real it is. And even just considering that food insecurities is like something that people deal with every day, like not just happening right now. So to see that there's millions of people in Texas, 720,000 people in the DFW alone that's relying on this and not able to get no food. She said that one lady was getting $24 a month for food. Like, that is just crazy. So, hey, RJ. So, yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to pretty much save this and repurpose this a little bit later. So, be looking out here to 2 o'clock. And I'm just praying for everybody, sending y'all love, sending y'all light, sending y'all hope. Continue to check on your people. Ask them if there's anything that they need, because you just never know. People will literally sit silent and not ask for help. You know what I mean? Like, people got pride these days, and you would think that even though it's 2025 and the economy is the way it is, people will speak up, but they will not. And, you know, especially within the black community, we will try to figure it out on our own. But it don't have to be like that. So, if y'all got any resources, please feel free to DM me or DM the 97.9 Beat page. We trying to collect as many resources and reach out to as many organizations as we can so we can make sure that people are prepared and we can help as much as we can coming up here in the next few days. So, sending y'all love. Peace. What's up, E?